Good afternoon, children. I'd just like to share another lesson with you that I did earlier in the week with the key worker children that were in school, and they seemed to enjoy it. We got some really good responses from it. So what I'm looking at today is comparative and superlative adjectives. Now, what they are, we all know what an adjective is, but just in case any children in any lower year groups not quite sure, it's a describing word. So it describes things, okay? And what we're looking at is a comparative, which comparative actually means to compare things. And the superlative means it's an adjective that you can't describe in a higher way. For example, a comparative would be, my house is bigger than your house. So the adjective there is big, and what I've done is added ER, and I've also had to have another G because it's a short vowel sound in the word big to make it bigger. And that's a comparative. A superlative would be saying, my house is the biggest on the street, which is adding EST. Okay, also we have to double the G again because it's a short vowel sound and it becomes biggest. Now in the lesson we used my 3 new assistants. So I'm going to show you my 3 new assistants, and we're going to do some comparatives and superlatives about my new assistants. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the laptop around. Now I'm not sure if you can see there's Kez. This is Kez. This is Monica. And Phoebe. Phoebe, turn round. Turn round, Phoebe. Oh, no. There. This is Phoebe, okay? So we've got Phoebe, Monica. If we can get Monica to sit up. Monica. There's Monica. And there's Kez. So we've got the 3 doggies with me, okay? Right. So first of all, we're going to think of some comparatives to compare the 3 dogs. Okay, so you might have some ideas now. So I'm going to use the comparative small, and the adjective for small, the comparative adjective is smaller. Okay, so I would have to say Monica is smaller than Phoebe. Okay, so Monica is smaller than Phoebe. Now I could also say Kez is bigger than Phoebe, using the adjective big. I could also say Monica is smaller than Kez. I could also say Kez is bigger than Phoebe. So that's using the adjectives there. Now, I'm not sure if you can think of any other adjectives we could maybe use. I'll show you again. But I was thinking maybe we could use the adjective furry. Okay, so I'll start. If you can think any, that would be good. But I was thinking, let me see. Monica is furrier than Phoebe. Kez is furrier than Phoebe. Also, I'm going to use another adjective, short. Okay? So, Monica is shorter than Kez. Phoebe is shorter than Kez. So there we've used other adjectives there to compare all 3. Now, also, looking at Phoebe's face, just 1 minute, I shall get Phoebe out. Phoebe, come here. Oh, Phoebe is getting heavy. Oh, Phoebe. So Phoebe, if you look at Phoebe's face there, okay? Have a good look. Oh, she's not happy. Now let's look at Monica's face. Look at Monica's face. Say hello, Monica. Okay. Oh, let's put that down. There we are. Okay. So let's think of some comparative adjectives for their faces. So if you want to take a minute to maybe ask or think about that, see if you get the same as Miss McCarthy. Okay, so I could say Monica has got a darker face than Phoebe. So, yes, and Phoebe's looking now because she's interested, because we're talking about her. What could we say about Monica? So, let me see. Also, I could say Phoebe, unfortunately, is greyer than Monica in the face. And that's because Phoebe is older than Monica, which means Monica is younger than Phoebe. Okay? So, if I wanted to describe anything about them, I could also say Monica has smaller paws than Phoebe. Phoebe has longer nails than Monica. And the tails, could I say something about the tails? Well, the tails are the same length. Okay, so that's using comparative adjectives. And you can do this by comparing yourself with your brother, your sister, with your mother, your father, your stepdad, stepmom. You could do this with people on your street, comparing. You might want to say, my brother is younger than me, my sister is older than me. And you can try this and maybe write a few sentences down. Now, that's just added here. Now I'm going to move on to the superlative. Superlative means we're comparing more than two things. So, for example, we're adding est onto the adjective. So, if I use the same sentences or the same adjectives as I used earlier for comparative, you'll see how this works. So, Kez is the smallest dog, but no, I made a mistake there. It's not Kez. Who's the smallest dog? Yes, well done. It's Monica. Monica is the smallest dog. So we've added est to the adjective small. Now, which means that makes Kez the tallest dog. Okay? Adding est, it means Kez is the tallest. We're not comparing. We're saying who's the tallest, the superlative adjective. Now, if I wanted to say who's the noisiest dog, it would have to be Monica. Okay? So Monica is the noisiest dog. If I wanted to say who was the quietest, that would be Phoebe. Phoebe is the quietest dog. Okay? Kez is very quiet, but not as quiet as Phoebe. Now, if I had to say who is the laziest dog, I'm going to give you a clue. Who do you think the laziest dog is? Yes, children, the laziest dog you've guessed is Monica. Monica is the laziest dog. Actually, the laziest dog I've known. Okay? So we can do superlatives like that. And I want to talk about some superlatives that people get mixed up with. So, for example, bad. Okay? Bad, worse, worst. There's no such word as worser or the worstest. It's a common mistake we make, and we do hear people use it, but it is worse. And the superlative is worst. And for good is good, better, the best. The best is a superlative. Monica is good, but Kez is the best. Okay? So I've got some sheets and worksheets, and if you're interested, you can always email the school and ask them if they could send a worksheet you could do. You could also do some sentences at home to practice. Practice the spellings, especially when we have to double the last consonant. I hope you have fun with this, children, and I hope you've learnt something or you've recapped on information that you have learnt previously. Keep safe, everybody. Thank you.